What kind of enclosure does a Burmese star tortoise need? If you're thinking of bringing a Burmese star tortoise into your family, one of the most important things to consider is the enclosure. This is where your tortoise will spend most of its time, so it needs to be just right. First, let's talk about the size. Burmese star tortoises can grow up to 12 to 14 inches in length, so they need a lot of space to move around. The enclosure should be at least 6 to 7 feet long on each side, but larger is always better. This gives your tortoise the room it needs to roam and stay healthy. Now let's decide between indoor and outdoor enclosures. Indoor enclosures are great because you can easily control the temperature and humidity levels. You can use ready-made tortoise tubs or tables, but make sure they are large enough. However, these enclosures often require setting up heating and lighting fixtures to mimic the natural environment. Outdoor enclosures, on the other hand, offer more space and the benefit of natural sunlight, which means you don't need to set up elaborate lighting. However, this option is only suitable if you live in an area with a climate that's similar to the tortoise's natural habitat in central Myanmar. When it comes to the type of enclosure, you have several options. Commercial tortoise tubs and tables are popular for indoor use, but can be too small for mature tortoises. Front-opening plastic enclosures, commonly used for snakes and lizards, can also work but may cause stress due to the glass fronts. Repurposed storage containers, children's swimming pools, or stock tanks can be used too, but they often need modifications. Custom-built enclosures are ideal, especially for outdoor use, as they can be tailored to your tortoise's specific needs. For young tortoises, a closed chamber-type enclosure can be beneficial. This type of enclosure limits air exchange, helping to retain heat and humidity. This method, known as the monsoon method, aims for a minimum temperature of 80 degrees Fahrenheit and humidity levels around 80% to prevent shell pyramiding and respiratory infections. Inside the enclosure, you need to provide the right environmental conditions. This includes a thermal gradient with temperatures ranging from the mid-70s to 100 degrees Fahrenheit, depending on the distance from the heating source. At night, the temperature can drop to the mid-60s. You can use heat lamps or radiant heat panels, with the latter offering more precise control when used with a thermostat. Humidity is also crucial. Since Burmese star tortoises live in relatively dry habitats but spend time in humid burrows, you should provide at least one damp hiding place. This helps maintain the right humidity levels and can reduce shell pyramiding. Lighting is another key aspect. If your tortoise is indoors, you'll need to provide full-spectrum lighting, including UVB light. You can use fluorescent tubes, LED bulbs, or mercury vapor bulbs, ensuring they are connected to a timer for a consistent day-night schedule. Finally, the substrate and enrichment are important. Use non-toxic substrates like soil, coconut coir, or cypress mulch. Include obstacles and visual barriers such as driftwood, large stones, and live non-toxic plants to keep your tortoise engaged and active. By providing the right enclosure with the correct size, environmental conditions, and enrichment, you can ensure your Burmese star tortoise lives a happy and healthy life.